Hey Internet, it's Paul with the magic word.
And Diego.
And today we're going to be talking about Commander 15.
2015.
Yes. So excited. So today we're going to be looking at the white-black one, which I know you're excited for.
Definitely excited. I'm so glad that all the deck lists are now spoilered, and I'm just so excited waiting for them just to come out.
Okay, so what's the first card you want to talk about?
Well, let's see. One of the legendaries from the black and white one is Daxos the Returned. Costs 1 white, 1 black, and 1 for a legendary zombie soldier. This is whenever you cast an enchantment, you may put an experience...
You get an experience counter.
Yes, you get an experience counter. There you go. And you may pay 1 black, white, and 1 to put a... What is that?
A white-black spirit enchantment creature. And it has this creature's power and toughness are equal to the number of experience counters that you have.
Whoa, that's pretty good. See, that's already amazing. This is already calling out obviously for enchantment stuff, and I can already see some stuff going on with these colors with enchantments and all sorts. Like I see sort of like you can have a little enchantment control, and that's what we've been looking at the deck as well. It looks like it has quite a bit of enchantments and stuff from Theros and all that. Since that pretty much was the Theros guy who died and came back to life.
Triggers the constellation.
No,
definitely. He doesn't.
Oh yeah, this is whenever.
He doesn't have constellation.
Right, but there's stuff that has
similar,
constellation.
I guess.
It helps out with constellation,
Yeah.
that's for sure. So yeah, that's the first card on that, the first legendary, and we'll get into
Deadly Tempest.
Deadly Tempest.
So it's not a damnation, but it's a little more expensive because it's commander. It costs 2 black and 4 for a sorcery. Destroy all creatures.
Right.
Each player loses life equal to the number of creatures that were destroyed this way.
That's pretty cool. Another wrath effect just to put in the deck, its own unique way of everyone losing life and so forth, and that's pretty good.
Happens to blow out a token deck if they happen to be trying to kill you.
Yes. Kill those tokens and probably kill them in the process too.
They go infinite, you darkness, and then you Deadly Tempest on your next turn.
There you go. There's a combo right there. That's pretty good. Darkness. All right, our next one. Is it the Grasp of Fate?
Yep.
It's 2 white and 1 for an enchantment. What does it say, Paul, there?
So it's just like O-Ring, but it's for each opponent. So when it comes into play, you can exile up to 1 non-land permanent that the player controls until Grasp of Fate leaves play.
Wow, that's pretty good. An O-Ring for everybody.
Yeah.
That's nice.
But it's like the new style O-Ring where you can't do that exile trick where it stays gone forever.
Right, they
got rid of that.
Did the whole wording differently on that.
But this can be interesting because you can get, if you get the biggest threat at the board, people aren't going to immediately want to kill it because they know that it'll come back. So
right, exactly. That's always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the second legendary of the deck list, which is Karlov?
Karlov
of the Ghost Council. Costs 1 white and 1 black for a 2/2 Spirit Advisor, legendary creature. That's pretty cheap. It says whenever you gain life, put 2+1/+1 counters on this creature. Ooh, that's
pretty
interesting.
good.
And then you may pay 1 white and 1 black to remove 6+1/+1 counters to exile target creature. Wow. Now I can see that getting big pretty fast if it's 2 counters for every life. Or each time you get a life, that's pretty good. Had it said 1 life each, that'd be even brokener. But still, that's still pretty good.
This is still pretty good.
2 drop for a 2/2. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can play him early. You can start playing little things that just happen to gain you life incidentally.
Little life
keep
links
your
here.
gain going.
Yeah, that's true.
And then you beat them down. If they put a blocker in the way, you exile it and you keep beating.
Yeah, this is coming from the Ghost Grandpa here.
Yeah. I'm excited about this one. I know you're excited about Daxos. So
that too. Yeah, I'm really excited for these 2 color combinations. Ooh, this one you kind of like, Paul.
Yeah. So the next card we have is Oreskos Explorer.
Ooh.
It costs 1 white and 1 for a 2/2, and when it comes into play, for each opponent who has more lands than you, you get to search your library for X amount of planes and put them into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So that's good just to catch up, but it also lets you get
duels and shocklands.
Yeah.
Because the way it's worded, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's not to like about
Or
that
Mistveil planes from Shadowmoor.
Oh.
If you want to do some tricks with that.
That's right. Can't forget about that card.
Next, we have the first of the confluences. I like all these cards. So this one is it costs 3 and 2 white, so it costs 5. It's a sorcery. You can choose. So these are kind of commands, but you get to choose any of the modes as many times as you want.
Yeah.
I really like that, and I think the way you play these cards are going to be a lot simpler than the way you have to play the commands. The commands are very complicated. These are very simple. For example, with this one, you can choose put a 2/2 knight with vigilance onto the battlefield, or exile an enchantment, or gain 5 life. So if there's an enchantment out, you're obviously going to want to pick that. If there's 3 that are killing you, exile all 3.
And that's a good way to put it, because you want to get rid of problems before they start, or get rid of threats if they're going throughout the game. So that's a good way to put it to that, because there's always an answer with this card, depending on the situation.
Yeah, if there's no enchantments, well, what do you know? You get to get 3 knights, 6 power for 5. That's a good play.
Or just gain all that life.
Yeah, gain 15 life if you need to gain 15 life. Like, it's never going to be a dead card.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh boy, who is this guy? Shielded by Faith. It costs 2 white and 1 for an enchant aura. It says, enchanted creature has indestructible. When a creature comes into play,
you can attach it to the new creature.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. So it also becomes indestructible. So it just kind of flops around.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So you can, if you have it, you can play it. Then if you play your general a couple turns later,
save it right
put it on them.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So you can just give it some protection right then and there. That's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Nice aura. Thief of Blood. Interesting. 2 black and 4 for a 1/1 vampire. That's kind of expensive for a vampire. So what's exactly gonna do? What's it gonna do?
It has another ability.
Oh my god! Besides flying, oh boy, we like flying. It says when it enters the battlefield, remove all counters from all permanents. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't read that.
And Thief of Blood enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter for every counter it removed.
Oh, yeah. So you can say it just kills planeswalkers. It kills things that have some counters on it. So there's probably some decks out there that like to pump up their stuff. Just say goodbye to that. Why don't you just play that? And it's just enter the battlefield ability. That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. Wow. Especially,
You can also, since it has a 1 power, you can also recur it with Alesha.
Right. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. Wow. There you go. Oh, boy.
Oh.
That guy. That's interesting. It's funny. When I first saw this card, I thought it was an enchantment, but it's actually a creature, which is still not bad anyways.
What creature is it?
My goodness. It is...
The Bastion Protector.
Bastion Protector costs 1 white and 2 for a human soldier creature. Commander creatures you control get +2/+2 and are indestructible. Have indestructible. Whoa. It says commander creatures you control. Well, that means if you just let's say you just take their commander, that means it's indestructible and it gets the buff. Wow.
For example, if you use Blatant Thievery, which is in this new commander, not this deck, but they reprinted it, so...
Oh my goodness, that's pretty nasty. And it only costs 1 white and 2. Hey, Suntide can get that thing back. What do you know? That's nice.
Yeah, so this is definitely a good card if you want to beat people down.
Definitely, yeah. Oh boy. Which one is that, Paul?
So this is the Corpse Augur. It costs 3 and a black for a 4/2 zombie wizard. And when it dies, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of creature cards in target player's graveyard. So this is kind of like a weird inverted Disciple of Bolas.
Yeah.
Because you lose life instead of gaining it,
right.
And it's a lot stronger than it is tough.
It happens when it dies instead of coming into play effect. That's interesting, though. And it's also if you have it out, I think you have to do the ability. You can always just target someone who doesn't have a graveyard. That way you don't lose the life and all that. So
yeah, if you don't want to. But the target ability is really good. I didn't notice that immediately. You could target yourself if you've built your deck around that way to draw a bunch of cards, or you can target someone else if They've have more cards than you.
Yeah.
And it's also a zombie, which is always relevant in a black deck.
They're always reoccurring. They're always coming back, and it's good to use this as the sack, just to sack it and do other things as well and get the benefit.
So those are most of the new cards that are in the white-black Commander 15 product. So just check out our other videos. We're going to be talking about all the videos for Commander 15.
That's right.
All the new cards.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you next time.
You take it easy, Internet.